King George of England before the American Revolution and everything. So remember, this is one of my favorite quotes. It's actually my own personal quote. It only takes a little extra effort to be extraordinary. It's the small changes that you make. It's crossing all your T's and dotting all your I's. It's taking the little bit of extra effort to be thorough in everything that you do, whether it be brushing your teeth in the morning, or complimenting somebody on good food that they've made, or taking care of your patients. It's just a little extra effort that can make a huge difference. So the one last thing that I want to end with is a story and a message. So there was a boy who was walking home one day with all of his books from school. And these bullies from school bumped into him and said, "Hey loser," knocked down all of his books and just went on their way. And this poor boy sat there trying to pick up these books and get them in order. And another boy comes along, and he was actually on his way to go play with his friends, but he saw this boy struggling on the ground, so he smiled at him and helped him pick up his books and said, "Hey, do you want me to help you carry your books?" And this boy was very appreciative, and he walked home with this boy who had smiled at him, and they took home their books. And over the next 4 years of their high school education, they became best friends. And the boy who had been walking home with his books that one weekend was actually ranked first in his class. So he was named valedictorian, which is first rank, and he gave a speech at their high school graduation. And in front of all his peers, all of his family members, his friends' family members, he went up there and he told them a story. One weekend, I was walking home, and I had been deciding to commit suicide that weekend. The reason I was carrying all my books home was so that my mom wouldn't have to clean up once I had killed myself, and that she wouldn't have to struggle with all the messy duties that came with me ending my life. And he said, but I changed my life. I changed my mind that day because somebody smiled. And he looked over at the boy that had become his best friend over the last 4 years. And this boy who was valedictorian, his parents looked over at that friend with tears in their eyes because the little effort that he had taken had changed that entire boy's life. What would have been one weekend that he would have ended his life actually started a new part of his life in which he gained a new friend. But what did that boy do? He offered to carry his books home. Yeah, they became friends, but it was that smile that made that difference. So the one last thing that I leave you with is smile. I usually end my lectures with this, and I usually ask everybody to smile. So go on, smile. And the funny thing is, kids love doing it. Little children just absolutely love this part. And they all show me their perfect little white teeth. But adults hate doing it. It's as though they're going to be embarrassed by smiling up at me at the stage. But it's not. When you smile, you tend to feel happier. It's actually a theory-based or emotional. If you show a physical emotion, you're more likely to feel that mental emotion. So if you show a smile on your face, you're more likely to be happy. I believe I wish I could remember the name, but I think it's the James Lange theory. I like that. But when you smile, you make yourself feel better, and when you smile at the people around you, you make them feel better. And thank you for listening. Thank you for being patient while I talked, and thank you.